the girl called out in her sleep.
Pig.
But the pig opened its mouth and answered back. She was so scared, she sat up. She saw the moving pig. Her head began to buzz. But what was even more frightening, the legs of the bed underneath her actually moved, as if they were limbs, lifting the bed up high, and then turned around, towards the window. This is a tall building. The girl screamed for the bed to stop, but the bed didn't care. Straight out of the window. But the bed's legs can be extended indefinitely. The girl was carried straight out of the building, to the intersection. Looking at the traffic, the girl wanted to stop the bed, but the bed wouldn't listen. Straight across the road, without affecting the passing cars. In a short time, the big bed took the girl to the pier, then jumped directly into the sea. At this moment, the four legs of the bed are like oars sliding in the water. Fish were jumping all around. Soon the girl saw a lighthouse. This place is very familiar to her, because this is the place where she and her father used to live. Every day with her dad, she was a happy little princess. One day, just as she was falling asleep, and suddenly there was bad weather, and the extreme cold froze the glass, and woke the girl up. She didn't know what was happening. She rushed downstairs to find her father, but her father didn't show up. A gust of wind opened the door to her room. As soon as the girl stepped out of the door, a huge wave toppled the lighthouse. She was knocked into the sea. Then there was a huge whirlpool. The girl cries out and is swept into it. Underwater, her father is swimming towards her. She reaches out for him. Her father is close by. A black mist takes him away. The girl suddenly wakes up from her nightmare. She hurriedly got up to look for her father. But what awaited her was her father's tragic death at sea. With the help of her father's colleagues, she was taken to her uncle's house in the big city. Tired, she returned to the lighthouse that night in a dream. But she didn't see her father. Only a strange man rummaging for something. His name was Nick. He claimed to be a friend of her father's. He was looking for a map. Seeing that the girl wanted to see her father, Nick told her, "If you can find the magic pearl and make a wish, you can see your father in your dreams." The girl felt hopeful. She wanted to go on a treasure hunt with Nick, but Nick grabbed her and said, "You don't have a map, and you have no skills. There's no way I'm going with you." And then he pushed her out the window. The girl woke up from her sleep, but she never forgot what happened in her dream. She really wanted to see her father, so she searched through the boxes, but she found the map and the picture frame that Nick had told her about. Inside, there were some tools for the adventure. The girl was instantly energized. After preparing the necessary items, she went to the school and sneaked into the basement and hung a hammock in a secret place. Then she lay down on it and looked at the photo of her and her father. She slowly closed her eyes, and when she opened them again, she was at the lighthouse. She finds Nick and pulls out a map. Nick saw that she had a map. He decided to take her with him on an adventure. Then they walked through the door to the dream world. It's the dream of a repressed young woman. She's a nun in the real world. And in her dream world, she's a seductive star. In this very lively dream world, they meet the dream police. She tells Nick to hand over the map and tries to arrest them. The moment of truth. A black fog suddenly attacked. Nick took advantage of the chaos to pick up the girl and run. He ran quickly through the dream. He closed the gate and stopped the fog. At that moment, Nick was wondering, why did the fog keep chasing him? The girl suddenly remembered that she had met the black mist before, because her father was taken away by them. Nick then realized that the fog was the girl's nightmare. This nightmare will follow the smell of fear. It won't stop. Nick wants the map back from the girl to get rid of this trouble. But the girl's body disappeared at that moment. She woke up from her dream. When she got home at night, she couldn't wait to dream again. This time she went straight to the square. But Nick was the first to grab the map, and tried to get rid of her. But the girl insisted on finding the pearl and reuniting with her father. Nick couldn't say no, so he took her to the rubbish truck. Because the door to the next dream world is in the driver's side of this car, Nick accidentally turned around, and saw the police coming. He hurriedly threw the girl into the rubbish. When he tried to hide in it too, the police rope had already tied his left leg. Luckily, he cut the rope with a diamond horn in the car. After escaping from the police, he opened the door of the car. He climbed into the driver's seat with the girl, but it was a little boy who was driving. Nick told him to drive faster. The boy wasn't afraid. He pressed the accelerator to the floor. He's trying to lose the cops behind him. Nick tried to open the lower door, but it was already locked. By now, the police are on their way. She fired at the rubbish truck. There's a powerful wave of light. The rubbish truck is out of control. It's heading for the waterfall. The boy disappears in an instant, and Nick and the girl fall into the water with the rubbish truck. Soon the car was submerged in the water. They tried to get out, but they couldn't open the door. Unfortunately, the nightmare had begun. The girl pulls out the key to open the connecting door, but the key floats out of the car. She rushed to retrieve the key before the black fog came, and quickly opened the connecting door. But just then, the black fog has swallowed the vehicle, and the people inside in the nick of time. They all got into the connecting door. The next moment they climbed out of the toilet. While they were celebrating their survival, the police suddenly appeared. Nicky grabbed the girl and ran, and the police raised their energy guns. There was a flash of energy. The two of them were frozen in place.